Okay, it is a new week, ladies and gentlemen. Happy Monday. We have a lot of weekend data to get to. I did take a little break. To be honest, on Friday when the Connecticut numbers came in, I did a little bit of deep diving because um, we came in as overestimates for 2 days in a row, Wednesday, Thursday. And then all of a sudden on Friday, I'm sure if you get the WFSB text messages or if you've been paying attention to any of the new numbers, we had a huge surge in terms of data on Friday. So I want to try and help you unpack that a little bit, see how it actually did fit into our model. We produced a severe underestimate for Friday, but that was based on the overestimates from the past 2 days. So I want to kind of go through the Connecticut curve with you. So as you can see, we were guessing 4,327 cases on Friday, and it actually came in to just shy of 5,000. So that was a difference of 587. So that definitely made me feel like wow, we were way off, and I tried to look into that, but think one thing you have to realize is that the testing is impacting our ability to navigate through this data. So that is one thing that really we're totally basing this curve and this model on testing, not really cases. But I do want to show you, take a look at that 587 number. Right, we underestimated by 587, but if you take a look at Thursday and the episode we did on Friday, so Wednesday and Thursday data, we came in with we overestimated by 229 on Wednesday and we overestimated by 349 on Thursday. So if you add up those two overestimates, that's overestimating by 578 people. Okay, 578 was our overestimate total for those 2 days. 578, 578, and 587. Right. So the model basically it went down on Wednesday, down on Thursday, but then Friday it recorrected to basically the exact model that we had been working with. So I just wanted to show you that we're really only as good as the data that we're getting right now, and the model is only as good as the data it's getting. So understand that there's going to be some dips and some rises as well within this, just solely based on the fact that the data is changing and the testing is lagging. So I'm going to take the 4,914, put that in for day 27. The curve is going to go up from about 6,000 and now to over 8,000. So you can see that curve definitely extended. And then we'll take the April 4th data, we'll put that in. And you can see that it recorrects a little bit down, right, above the 8,000 marker. And then let's take the April 5th data, which was yesterday, Sunday, and that brings it down a little bit. So we were at 6,000. Now it's looking more like 8,000. And as the testing and the procedures get more advanced day by day, we might get more accurate numbers, but you can see that we had March 31st, April 1st, April 2nd, and then you've got those 3 days, the weekend right there. So the model is back at somewhere looking like it was on Wednesday and Thursday, but that is what our Connecticut curve is looking like. It is kind of ending, let's say it's flattening out around day 45. So today is day 30, so that says another 2 weeks before Connecticut hits its peak. Okay, so that's another 2 weeks. But let's put in day 30 because that will be the estimate for Friday. And unfortunately, we are estimating that on, sorry, did I say? Yeah. So this is Monday's estimate. So Monday's estimate is coming in at 6,150, right? So we're guessing that we're going to break the 6,000 mark today, which is really, really sad. I do think we're going to get close to around 10,000. That's kind of my overall prediction, but that time will tell. But I unfortunately think this curve is going to get up a little bit more. And that's based on our proximity to New York. All these curves around the country right now are looking a little bit different. And that's because they're not so close to these airports, not so close to the place where all the people came that brought this virus here. So I'm going to go ahead and, sorry, I don't have this prepared. I was dealing with 3 days of data, folks. It was a big weekend. So, anywho, let's write the prediction in for, and this is going to be April 6th. So this is the April 6th predictions. I apologize. I usually have this all done for you. All right. So the prediction for Connecticut is 6,151 people. I always round up because even 0.2 of a person deserves to be counted. So, 6,151 is our estimate for today, for Monday, April 6th in Connecticut. All right, so let's make our way over to the U.S. curve. Let's talk about that one. The weekend was days 49, 50, and 51, respectively, for Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And you can see, if we scroll back up, we came in as an underestimate by 15,000 and another underestimate of 16,000. But then the underestimate dropped to 6,000. So the model got a little bit more accurate, but you can see that definitely all these underestimates are kind of auto correcting to something that is the real curve. Okay. And speaking of which, right, the reason I'm still like somewhat optimistic about Connecticut is because we came in with two overestimates on Saturday and Sunday versus the US. We're seeing a consistent underestimate. So we'll see what that data does. I do believe the curve is going to go up. Right now, we're kind of at 368,000. Okay, so let's put in Friday's actual data. So Friday's actual data goes in, and that curve does get higher. Okay, then the Saturday data goes in, and the curve got higher. And then let's take Sunday's. If we put Sunday in, the curve is just about at the edge of the screen. So I'll change that a little bit. I'll nestle myself right in the curve here. It's up there. Anyways, so we now show at bottoming at about 500,000. So this curve is getting to be a little bit more accurate, I think, to the numbers. But like I said, I kind of anticipate a much bigger curve over the next couple weeks because, like we said, we're getting data from the CDC that says they estimate 100,000 fatalities, and this is this is down. Oh, sorry, that would be right around here for fatalities, but that's nothing near the amount of cases that we're going to see. So I think we're going to see 1 million cases at least, unfortunately. So I'll put in a prediction for day 52. So day 52 would be Monday, and day 52 is guessing 358,000. So that's quite a jump. But we do have I'd say four or so cities entering their next week of their curve, right? You've got Louisiana, you've got Michigan, Florida, and I'm not sure what the other one was, but I know that those are three major places. So let's put that in, by the way. 358,927. Okay, so hopefully we come in under that. Unfortunately, I don't think we're going to. I'm predicting another underestimate, but the 15,000, 16,000, 6,000 underestimates, maybe we'll see something in the single digit thousands as an underestimate. We'll see. Time will tell, right? So anyways, the only other thing I wanted to show you, let's get that let's get the heat map up. So I don't think I've ever shown this on the update, but this is a website I've been using, and if you've ever used any kind of like smart scale before, a smart scale is where you weigh yourself and then it feeds that data into an app, and then the app tells you suggested activities for the week based on how your weight changed. Okay, so that's the idea of a smart scale. This is actually a website that takes in smart thermometer data. So I think it's really all those hypochondriacs out there who are always thinking they're sick. Well, they have a smart thermometer that they take their temperature almost daily, I think. I mean, it's not required, but this map shows all the atypical illness based on thermometers alone, so temperature, right? So this is showing us in the US map that Florida has a lot of atypical illness when you consider like body temperature. So Florida is one of those regions I'm really worried about. Louisiana actually has gotten a little bit better. And then over here, you can see a lot of these states are the ones that have just put in their stay-at-home orders. And then over here, you can see Michigan is pretty lit up. And then you can see in our region right now, the smart thermometers are reporting a lot of atypical fevers, right? Especially in this area. This is New Jersey, New York, and Connecticut. This is where like the epicenter is in the United States. So that's what makes me cite Michigan, Florida, Louisiana, over here in Oregon and Washington, right? Sorry, I think it's Oregon. Yeah, Oregon. So, anyways, and then out in this region, I don't know what's going on too much, right? This is probably where people are kind of social distancing just by definition of where they live. And maybe that's why we're not seeing them. Maybe this region doesn't have a lot of thermometers, but anyways, right? That's where I'm getting my understanding that Florida, Michigan, and obviously our area are the big concerns right now. So, anyways, I hope you have a good Monday. It is a beautiful day out, so hopefully you get outside, take a walk, or something like that. And we'll see you. Well, I'll do regular updates all throughout the week, but just wanted to consolidate all of our weekend findings together. All right. Sorry it was a long video, but I wanted to show you all the weekend happenings. Okay. Have a good Monday.